You know, sometimes I forget we even own this thing. Wow, this is pretty sad. What is going on, everyone? Derek here today, bringing you another vlog. And yes, we are starting this once again in my driveway because, you know, that's how we do shit. So we're gonna go ahead and jump on right into today's video. And as you're reading from the title, we have a problem. And you know, thankfully that problem has nothing to do with blue, knock on wood. But you know, we do have another vehicle that, you know, I really haven't shown much on this channel, and I'm kind of regretting that. Let's take a look and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So for those of you that are brand new to the channel, or, you know, relatively new, this is our 1991 C4 Corvette. Now you're probably asking yourself, Derek, why haven't we seen a lot of footage on this car? And you know, that's actually a great question, because why not? I mean, I gotta give credit where it's due. It is a great looking C4, and the best part about it is it's blue. I mean, can't go wrong with blue, you know? And not to mention, I've had a lot of subscribers comment on my recent videos, Derek, why aren't you making more content with the C4 Corvette? We think it'd make great content. And you know, you're absolutely right. This car is so fun to drive. It's gorgeous looking for the year it is. And you know, it's nothing crazy. It's no Z06 or anything like that. And not to mention, it only has an L98, so it's not that fast. Along with an automatic transmission. And yeah, I'm gonna stop giving you guys specs on it, because if you wanna see the full review I did on this car, click the card right up in this corner and I'll take you right to it. So you know, I went ahead and took those comments into consideration, and I thought to myself, yes, I should definitely post more of this car on my channel, because you know, like someone like Street Drive 420, this man's killing the game with a C4 Corvette and a Z06, so why the fuck can't I? And you know, I'm doing this vlog all wrong. I'm doing this vlog all wrong. You know, if I'm gonna be Street Drive 420, I need to film like Street Drive 420. So I got this GoPro right here. Let's fucking get it. Ooh la la, much better. You know, I might have to start using this GoPro more. Maybe that's why YouTube algorithm is such on his side, because they detect it's like GoPro footage. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But as I was saying, guys, I did take your comments into consideration, and I told myself I am gonna start making a lot more Corvette content, because, you know, why not? It can expand the channel, and like I said, this car is gorgeous, and I think it needs a little love on the channel, not gonna lie. But speaking about some love, this thing definitely is dirty as hell, and I'm 100% sure this battery is dead, because for some reason, this thing dies super quick. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, guys, Millennial Supply Co., they're always hooking it up. Got a lot of clothing inside too, so if you go to their website, millennialsco.com, don't forget to use promo code DBP15 for 15% off your whole order. Go to their store, guys. Their shirts are so nice, their product's so nice. You can get like little jet tags and stuff, hats, all kinds of stuff, so go check them out. And just for you guys, I'll drop a link in the description along with the discount code so you don't forget. But yes, let's see if this puppy starts up. Yep, dead as fuck. All right, so I got this hose. We're gonna spray this thing down. Yeah, it's filthy. I feel so bad. All right, now that we got the Corvette, you know, somewhat sprayed off and kind of clean, yeah, if you're reading from the title, there's like two things we really do have to go over. And yeah, it's not so good, to be honest with you. So like I was saying, I wanted to go and film this car. I was gonna do a whole introduction on the car, because the last time it really hit the channel was, I believe, when I did the car review, and that was like over a year ago. So a lot of people don't know about it. And for those of you that do know about it, you're straight OG DBP squad. So yeah, appreciate you. Anyway, so like I was gonna take the car out the other day, do some filming on it, and it's pretty broken. And what I mean by broken, it's leaking a shit ton of transmission fluid. And the reason why I know this is because I left the neighborhood with it, and it was in first gear, and as you guys know, it's a 4-speed automatic. And if you didn't know that, now you know. But yes, I was leaving the neighborhood, and it was like slipping. The gears were slipping and they weren't catching, and I instantly knew transmission was not working properly. But you know, when you back out of your driveway and you see like a really dark spot, like as if there was a puddle there at one time, it's the only thing that it could be, honestly. So that's what we're working with right now. And there's one more thing wrong with the car at the moment, and that would be this. So as you guys could see, she's been in a fender bender, and you know, this whole bumper has to come off, get repainted, and that's just a black eye. And I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to go around in public with a black eye. Just saying. So yeah, everyone, that's where the Corvette stands right now, and it absolutely sucks, because like I was so hyped to just jump in it and start filming like a whole different series with this car alone. And as you guys can see, I would do little mods such as like lowering the car a little more. You know, it already does have a full bore exhaust. It's chipped. It has the shifter kit in it and whatnot. But yes, my dad's plans with the car is definitely get it fixed. And it's funny because as you can see, my dad's truck's not here right now. And this morning he told me he's actually going to his buddies that's a mechanic, and he's going to talk about the Corvette as we speak right now. So that's also a good sign. But we do have to get that black eye fixed, because like I said, black eye's just fucking so for those of you C4 owners out there, or you know, people that know a lot about the C4 Corvettes, or maybe it's just Corvette problem in general, what could have possibly went on the car to where it's leaking trans fluid? Because we are going to get it fixed, as I said, and honestly we really haven't looked, but Yeah, it sucks. But since the battery is dead, holy fuck. Damn, that bitch is heavy. Since the battery is dead, I'm gonna go ahead and go in the garage and grab a battery charger just so I can charge it up. And we gotta run a little errand, so when we get back in, the garage is locked. God damn it. And we're gonna need this battery charger and extension cord. Yeah, give me a hot second. I'm gonna get this unraveled and plugged in real quick. And whenever you guys wanna charge your battery, make sure you put the red on the black and the black on the red, just because it makes a cool effect after you plug it in. Yeah, if you do it, make sure you film it though and tag me it on Instagram, because I really wanna see it. No, I'm totally fucking with you guys. Do not do that. If you don't know that, then you just need to log off of this YouTube shit. We're gonna go ahead and put it on a maintenance-free deep cycle and just let this charge up. I actually have to go inside, grab the Camry keys, because I have to go run an errand, and I'm gonna explain that in just a moment. Hi, Blue. But we're jumping in the real race car today. Ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, 2000 Toyota fucking Camry Coyote Swap Twin Turbo. What you know about that shit? Nothing. You'll do fucking nothing.
You'll do fucking nothing. Not one of you'll do nothing. Get the fuck out of here!
Alright, so right now I am on my way to the bank. There's actually one thing in particular I want to buy before I have all these events and all these trips going on, and that's a proper vlogging camera. Now you're probably asking yourself, what do you mean by a proper vlogging camera? The cameras you use now are perfectly fine. But for those of you that have seen the size of the DSLR with the fisheye lens, the Rode mic, and the goddamn Gorilla Pod, that thing is just so big and it's heavy as hell, so it's really not that practical. Now like I said, this is the Canon T5i, and when I first started this channel a year and 4 months ago, I was using the Canon T3i, and many of you are like, well, you're filming on the GoPro now, this is working just fine. It is working just fine, don't get me wrong, but there's just something about filming on a GoPro and like vlogging on a GoPro, it just doesn't feel exactly right. So with that being said, I'm actually saving for the Canon G7X. Now the Canon G7X is just such a popular vlogging camera, and it's the one that has like the flip up screen and, you know, the little zoom lens and whatnot, and it's honestly an ideal camera for vlogging. So that's exactly why I'm pulling into the bank now, so I can take out some money. And you know, with purchasing something like this, I typically like to save in cash. Now the reasoning for this is because let's say if I have like a spare 20 hanging around in my wallet, I'll just throw it in this little envelope, and you know, it accumulates over time, and before you know it, you'll have the correct amount, and there you go, you could buy yourself your camera. All right, got my money, let's roll. So this camera I actually want, the Canon G7X version 2, is roughly $700 with everything I need. And you know, I've been putting some money aside for the past 2 weeks, and I had $200 accumulated, so that's why I'm taking it out in cash, because, you know, like I said, I like saving in cash. But yeah, so hopefully let's get this camera really soon, because I do want a daily vlog. So if you guys think daily vlogging is a good idea for myself and really want me to try it, make sure to drop a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section, and I'm gonna try my best to make that happen. But you know, I do need like a compact and a really good camera to do that, and the DSLR isn't gonna cut it. But I'm actually on my way home now, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. All right, we are arriving home now. Really, Harold? You had the shit on my car. So really quick, guys, let's do a little poll. What blue do you like better? We have the Bright Atlantic blue right here, and I know it's in the shade and you can't really see it well, but you guys have seen my car many a times in the sunlight, or Chevrolet's Quasar blue. And this is actually a factory color as well. My dad did indeed have it repainted, and he put some chrome wheels on it a long time ago. And like I said, it has the 4-bullet exhaust, so I'm gonna let this charge up a little longer. I'm gonna go inside and relax for just a moment, and we're gonna come out, start her up, see if we can get some exhaust cups on. All right, so I've had the car charging now for about 30 to 35 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and throw this on engine start, and we're gonna try to see if she'll kick on. Damn, she's just not turning over right now. So you guys just saw I just tried to turn over the car and it just wouldn't go. I'm gonna let this thing charge for hours because it hasn't been started in months, to be honest with you. And my dad actually just got home from his buddies, who is the mechanic that's gonna be working on the car next week, and he's thinking it could be a torque converter seal. So that makes perfectly good sense, because that's exactly why the trans fluid would be leaking. But with that, everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. If you enjoyed it and want to see more content of this car, be sure to leave your boy a thumbs up. It means a ton. Drop a comment with any questions or concerns, or if you guys might have an idea of what the hell's going on with this thing. Yeah, drop a comment. Patty rudely interrupting my vlog. Anyways, but most importantly, fam, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love and that's fine. Fuck local radio stations, I got more plays than all of these rappers combined. I'm going again, I've been going in, I'm fed up with so many things.